Dragon's Fire Liu Kang. It's my intention to make this the last video I make about this character and variation. Now, for those of you who are subscribed to my channel, even those who just know me, know that a few months ago I made a video, How to Deal with Dragon's Fire Liu Kang. And it incorporated some comedic elements, but a lot of clips on the most common block strings that you'll see from people who use Dragon's Fire, and ways of getting around them. It did help a lot of people out. They were very appreciative.
Liu Kang.
However, I've noticed lately that there are people, and not just in one place, I've seen it all over, that see Dragon's Fire, they lose to a Dragon's Fire, and it brings out this rage with them. Oh, this character's broken. Oh, this character's overpowered. Oh, I can't push a button. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. And a lot of people have taken to the lab for a very short period of time. And they come back and they say, man, I can't do these cancels. I just have to watch videos because I can't do these myself to practice on how to get around them. And personally, I think that's bullshit. When this game came out, a few months after the game came out, I played a long set with a friend of mine, still a friend of mine, in Silvereye. Silvereye, arguably one of the better, if not the best, Dragon's Fire Liu Kang we've got right now. Some people could argue that that's not the point. The point is, we played about 100 matches, and he beat me significantly more than I beat him. I mean, it was a landslide victory, because I didn't know how to deal with Liu Kang's cancels. The cancel pressure. And I went into his inbox and I raged at him a little bit because we're friends. I do that every now and again. It wasn't malicious, it was just me being salty, and that's okay. Everyone gets salty. I even went into my teammate Costner's inbox and I said, this is bullshit. I can't fight this character. It's dumb. It's stupid. I can't do these cancels myself. I can't practice how to beat this. Costner looked at me and he typed back, he said, you just do the cancels yourself. And I said, are you joking? I just said I can't do them. He goes, you can't do one cancel. You can't learn how to do one cancel over and over to practice how to beat it. And I felt kind of dumb when he said that. So I just said whatever, dismissed the conversation. A few days later, I hit up Silvereye and I said, hey, can you give me the notations for all of the block strings you do? And he did, because he's a cool guy like that. So I went in the lab and I spent the better half of a month learning how to do these cancels. I'd post videos every day in my Facebook group tagging him, hey, is this right? Is this right? You know, all the cancels, forward 213, forward 44, back 12, all the cancels over and over until I could get forward 213 to jail consistently and I could replicate all of his setups. In 3 weeks to a month is how long it took me to really get them down. So when I see people who go, I can't do these cancels because they're too hard or I'm just not good enough, to me that's coming across as an excuse. It's bullshit. Anyone can do these cancels. We're not talking about Street Fighter with 1 to 2 frame links. Okay, this is Mortal Kombat. The execution is there. It's needed, but it's not as stringent as people make it out to be.
Kung Lao.
So I'm going to try showing the basic steps to get into these cancels. This video is not going to make you a master of Dragon's Fire. You're going to have to go in the lab and you're going to have to spend some serious time devoted to learning this. But you're going to have to, otherwise you're going to be free to it. Watching a video is only going to get you so far. At some point you're going to have to just buckle up and do it. Alright. We'll start with forward 213. It's not hard. It's 3 mids. It's the only cancel of his that will jail, not including stuff that goes into forward 1-2. Neither one of those has a mix-up. It's just a high mid and 3 mids. Alright. Like I said, these cancels, they take time to master, but they're not as hard as you think they are. Start simple. Start small. Slow. Just do forward 213, like any other string in this game. Alright. Then from there, just do forward 2 and 3 into the fireball cancel, which for Liu Kang it's back forward 1. And just hold it for a second. There's no rush to this. Switch sides if you have to. Then when you get that down, practice dashing. Again, you don't have to rush. Mix it up if you have to. Do back 1, 2. Try back 3, 4. Just practice going into the fireball itself. And then just dashing. 1, 1, 2. Alright. Now when you have a good handle on going into the strings, into the fireball, then try to incorporate a run. Okay. Again, you don't have to be perfect the first few times. What you're trying to do here is get a feel for the timing. I got my stamina to go back. Okay. At this point, you're just building muscle memory. Oh, dropped it. Okay. You know, I'm going to shoot this video raw. I'm not even going to edit it because I want you to see firsthand how I do these. I mess up. I'm not perfect at doing these cancels. See? Just practice dashing. And then practice running. Now the key, the reason why you saw me do the fireball there is when you hold the cancel, you have to hold it long enough to see Liu Kang go into the fireball stance animation. And then you move. Otherwise, you get this. And then you're minus 20 something in the opponent's face. That's a full combo punish. So you wait for him to go into the fireball stance, and then you move. Okay. And it takes practice. You have to get a feel for the timing. Alright. Now once you have that down, and you can do the run, from there, you're just practicing going from a run into another forward 2. Forward 2 and 3, sorry. If you want to start with just doing forward 2, then just start with forward 2. See? I'll wait for my stamina to go back. There. Step by step. That's how we've just broken this down. Then when you get a handle on that, and that might take you a little while if you're not used to doing it, but again, it's something you're going to have to just practice. You can't just pick up Liu Kang Dragon's Fire unless you're a prodigy and have these down in a day or in a couple of hours. See, even that one was late. See? All you're doing is a string into a fireball, into a run, into another string. It's not that hard. It's a lot less difficult than it looks. Alright, now if you want to test to make sure you're doing it right, here's an easy way to do it. Liu Kang can get 3 reps of forward 2, 1, 3 if he has a full stamina bar. So that's how you know you're doing the cancel right. Or at least how you get the timing down, more or less. Okay. Now, if you're late, you'll notice that you'll probably only get about 2 reps. No, even that one's late. All right. I'll try delaying it a little bit. Yeah, look at that. That's how you know you messed up. See? Alright, now the true test. Now that you've gotten all that down, you want to say, okay, Have I done forward 213 correctly? Completely. Does it jail? Very simple. You go AI, reversal mode on, set Kung Lao or Reptile if you want to use him, EX spin. Now you'll know, obviously, if the spin comes out, you've dropped the cancel. Oops. Oops. Alright, now let's try to do it for real. Dude, we're messing it up. See? All it takes is practice. I'm not a Liu Kang player. I've never been a... Okay, maybe for a week. It's not hard. If Liu Kang players can do this, any player can do this. Any player. Alright, even things like... I think forward 213 into forward 1-2 will jail. Yeah. Yeah, see? I forgot the last hit of that string is. Forward, 1, 2, 3. Okay. See, I'm not even... See? I'm not an expert on doing these strings. I still mess them up. See, this is again showing that the only string that really jails is forward 2, 1, 3. Anything else? It has a gap. So, just to review, you start with the string itself. And just get the motion of the string down. Again, it's forward 2 and 3. Any Mortal Kombat player can do one string. Every Mortal Kombat player can do a string into canceling into a special move, whether it's fly kick, bicycle kick, or fireball. Once you have this string into the fireball, practice doing a forward dash. It's not hard. Any string. Alright, then once you have the dash, practice doing it into a run. Again, it's not hard. You're just practicing a regular string into a fireball, into a run. Once you have that down, practice canceling the run into a normal. That's forward 2. Forward 2, 1, 3. 2. Forward 2. It'll take some time, but that's part of becoming a better player, is investing your time into matchups and characters that you have a hard time with. And then you just complete the string. Voila. And when you have that done, then you go back to character select. Pick your character.
Ermac. Liu Kang.
Alright, you've got your character. Pick Liu Kang. AI record. Always. That's the most common thing, okay? Look at that. I can't armor. So I can look at that string and go, okay, well, obviously I can't do anything about that. I just have to wait for him to stop canceling and eventually come to a stop. What else does Liu Kang do? Oh, man, that player, he does that low string all the time. What's that all about? See, I dropped the cancel there. It's like that. Oh man, that low into a low, that's hard stuff. What can I possibly do about that?
We have it.
Messed that up. Oh, look at that. Oh, what do you know? I can armor. Okay, I can't jump back. I can't jump up. Probably can't jump forward. But I can backdash. I can whiff punish. Or hey, I can just armor. And that's all it is. You start with one string, whatever is the easiest for you, forward 2-1-3, 1-1-2, back 3-4, etc. Go from the string into the fireball. Don't rush it. Just go string fireball. Then string fireball dash. Then string fireball run. And then run into a normal. You do it all the time with every other character. Anytime you run forward and then do back one with Kotal Khan or 2-1-2-2 or 2-1-1-2-2 with Aaron Black, you do this all the time. The only difference is you're holding the button down briefly for the fireball. So no more of this, I can't do these cancels, they're too hard, all that bullshit you tell yourself because you don't believe you can learn how to do this. You can do this with any character, any cancel character in the game. Whether it's Liu Kang, Swarm Queen, A-List, Hellfire, Tremor, it doesn't matter. You go in the lab, you take it apart piece by piece, and you practice. It'll take some time, but everything worth doing will take some time. So go in the lab and get started.